Good day everyone, and welcome to the channel. It's Londononion here with a Back 4 Blood deck build, and the weapon we'll be building a deck for today is the Ranch Rifle Assault Rifle. Now generally I would say there are two, or technically three, aspects of building a weapon/weapon class specific deck. There is the more strengths-based build, and the compensatory/balancing build. A third option would naturally be a hybrid, which is probably the most reasonable, but every weapon is different and has its own strengths and areas of need to varying degrees. Now with this in mind, on a smaller scale I will categorize potential card selections into 4 designations: related, compensatory, synergistic, and preferential. Although Back 4 Blood already has its own designations for cards, I prefer to use my own. And before we get started, it is important to note that there are 1,000 ways to build a deck. The most I can do is showcase how I prefer to optimize this weapon's performance. So starting off with the related cards. Related cards are the ones that directly impact/buff the attributes or effects of a given weapon/weapon class. The cards in this category are Tactical Vest and Trigger Control. Tactical Vest grants a 10% increase in damage output and a 30% increase in ammo capacity for assault rifles and LMGs. The Ranch Rifle is already a high damage assault rifle shot for shot, and for those who were present when contrasting the Ranch Rifle with our M1A Sniper, health boosting corruption cards can heavily alter the efficacy of this weapon, so I don't think twice about adding extra damage and ammo capacity. As for Trigger Control, considering the Ranch Rifle is a single-shot high-accuracy assault rifle, which consequently gives it very reliable hipfire accuracy, I choose not to apply Trigger Control, as it's more likely just a waste of a slot. Now moving on to the Compensatory Cards. Compensatory cards are meant to counteract the weapon's main weaknesses or balance out its areas of need. In the Ranch Rifle's case, looking at its stats, all 5 categories are in or above the median of all weapons. However, the pros and cons of a weapon become more apparent the more a weapon is stressed, but still used within its parameters. Looking at the Ranch Rifle, for example, it is a single-shot poor man sniper, and capable of decent fire rate, but with maximized fire rate, the stress on recoil control increases. There is only one card that answers to recoil, and that is Line 'em Up. This card increases recoil control by 15%, effective bullet range by 10%, bullet penetration by 25%, and aim speed by 25%. Otherwise, one is at the mercy of RNG for the correct attachment. Moving on to the synergistic cards. These are cards that have impacts to increase areas of strength or work to optimize the effects of other cards or one's choice of character. Now, the cards I chose were Shredder, Confident Killer, Ridden Slayer, Marked for Death, Silver Bullets, Reload Drills, and Cold Brew Coffee. Shredder increases damage with each round by 1% and stacks up 15 times, but damage must be delivered within a 3-second period, otherwise the damage resets. To aid with this, the Ranch Rifle has a fast reload speed, but for extra assurance, I add Reload Drills, which provides a 20% increase in reload speed, and Cold Brew Coffee, which provides a 15% increase in reload speed, among the other attributes like 25% aim speed, 25% swap speed, and 25% use speed, will ensure that one's reload speed is even higher to balance out the time demand of the Shredder card. Carrying on, Confident Killer grants a 1% increase in damage for every mutation killed and stacks up to 15% for the duration of a given level. Ridden Slayer grants a 20% increase in weak spot damage. Marked for Death increases damage by 10% to pinged enemies, and Silver Bullets grants a 10% increase in bullet damage and 15% effective bullet range. Theoretically, all of these added up can create a 50% increase in damage output, not including the 20% weak spot damage. And with the amalgamated effective range of an additional 30% from Line 'em Up and Silver Bullets, the Ranch Rifle can essentially be considered a rivaling M1A Sniper. Our last area of card selection is the preferential cards. These are cards that are completely unrelated to the weapon and its strengths/weaknesses, but are still a useful perk nonetheless, and this is where the most nuance can take place. Given that we have 5 slots left, I choose to give it to Grenade Pouch, Offensive Scavenger, Durable, Body Armor, and Ammo Pouch. Grenade Pouch grants an extra offensive throwable, Offensive Scavenger increases the frequency of offensive throwables, Durable increases trauma resistance by 15% and health by 5 units, Body Armor increases trauma resistance by 25%, but reduces ammo capacity by 15%, and lastly, Ammo Pouch increases ammo capacity by 25%. Personally, I like to have more than one throwable, and because we're working with an assault rifle, it is not much of a niche weapon, but the range rifle is the most unique of the assault rifles, so naturally has its niche as a longer range and heavier hitting weapon, but it is not perfect in all facets, so I naturally jump to a defense, given all the damage buffs that we have applied. Now our last area of discussion is the character choice. Just like our deck build for our past assault rifles, including the M16, it primarily fits with Walker and Jim. However, as an assault rifle, anybody can use it. But given our damage buffs, I think it makes the most sense to add on to the damage with either of said characters. But as I said guys, there's 1,000 ways to build a weapon-centered deck. These were just my preferences. Otherwise though, that concludes the build. Thank you guys for joining me on this one, and in our next video, we'll be reviewing the Phoenix 350 Sniper Rifle, and we'll also discuss my preferred deck build for that weapon. It's been Londononion, and I will see you guys next time.